everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today. Today is another Fall Food Friday video. Again, I participated in this last Friday. This is a collab started by a Moss family first year joining in, and I'm trying to participate in all the Fridays this month of September. I'm excited to participate in this. I'm going to be making pumpkin cheesecake bars. So I wanted to edit real quick to add that I've been saying pumpkin cheesecake bars the whole time. This is not pumpkin cheesecake, y'all. This is pumpkin cake. I don't know how I got that wrong, but anyway, erase the cheesecake, we're doing pumpkin cake. I have never made this before, so this is all new to me as well, so I guess we'll just be making it together and see how it turns out, and we'll taste test it and all that good stuff. But I'm excited to be participating in this collab with a bunch of other ladies, so I'm going to leave that playlist in my description box below so that you can go check out all the other recipes and get great ideas for this fall season. Fall, for some reason, fall and winter is my favorite time of the year to cook. I guess summer is just kind of hot, and I like more like sandwichy and salad kind of things through the summer. Fall and winter is when we do a lot of our cooking, a lot of our baking, and all of the fun seasonal things. But if you're new to my channel, I thank you so much for stopping by today. My name is Shasta. I'm a homeschooling mom to 8 kiddos. My husband and I have been married for 15 years. Here on this channel, I love to share my passion for Christ, day in the life videos, homeschooling videos, just things like that. So if any of that interests you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you here as part of our YouTube family. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make these pumpkin cheesecake bars. I'll also leave the recipe down in the description box so that you can just go down there and see the recipe for yourself. Alright, so I got my bowl out. This is where I'm going to mix all the ingredients. We're going to do the actual cheesecake first, and then the icing for it. We'll do that in a separate bowl in a minute. But in this bowl, we're going to put, it says to go ahead and take 4 eggs, room temperature. Mine are not exactly room temperature because I just got them out a few minutes ago, but it's okay. So 4 large eggs go in here. 2. Waddy. 3. 4. All right, next is you're gonna put 1 2/3 cups of sugar in there. All right, the next thing that goes in there is 1 cup of canola oil. So I'm just getting my canola opened up here. Cup of canola oil. I probably should have done this in my mixer, but it's okay, I've already started. I'll just beat it by hand. The next thing is you're gonna take your can of pumpkin. It calls for a 15-ounce can of pumpkin, so I'm gonna put that in there now. All right, now that we have those things in there, it says to beat it in there really well. And the eggs, like I said, I would have been better off putting this in my mixer and doing all this together, but I didn't think about that, and we're already started, so I'm just gonna do it by hand real fast. All right, so I'm actually gonna need more bowls than I thought. I got out another bowl, and now I'm gonna add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour to this bowl. All right, and then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Next it says a teaspoon of salt. I usually just kind of eyeball the salt. So a teaspoon of salt in there. All right, now it just says to stir all of that around pretty good. So we're just gonna mix all those cinnamon and sugar. No, not sugar. We're gonna mix the cinnamon, the flour, baking soda, baking powder, all of that in there. All right, so now we're gonna bring over our big thing of pumpkin mixture that we did at first, and it says to slowly add in all of your flour and your cinnamon and baking soda and baking powder, so to gradually add that in. So as I gradually add this in, I'm gonna stir it a little bit. I'm gonna stir as I pour. So I moved all of that over into this bigger bowl. It just made more sense to do it over here. And I got my bigger whisk, and I'm just gonna mix all of this around now. I'm gonna get it all stirred in there, nice and even. all the flour and the pumpkin. Okay, so now it says to add to a 15 by 10 ungreased baking pan. I know it says ungreased, but that always scares me a little bit. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit of spray, not much, just a little bit. And then take all of your mixture and then pour it into the pan. All right, so now this is gonna go into the oven at 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. All right, so I went and washed my bowl out real quick because I'm gonna go ahead and make the icing in this. It has been baking for about, I'd say about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my icing and set it to the side so when it's done and it cools just a little bit, I can smear my icing on there. So for the icing, this is what we're gonna do. All right, so it calls for 2 cups of the powdered sugar. And then it calls for 6 ounces of softened cream cheese. So I'm gonna put my cream cheese on in there. And then it calls for 1/4 cup of butter softened. I didn't have it soft, it was still in the fridge. So all I did, just stick it in the, I stuck it in the microwave just for a few seconds to soften it a little bit. So 1/4 cup of butter. Next is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then next it says 1 to 2 teaspoons of whole milk. I'm gonna go ahead and just put 2 in there. So 1, 2. Together now. All right, that is absolutely perfect. That is perfect for spreading over the cheesecake. It's got enough milk in there where it's going to be smooth. It says to add enough milk where it can smooth over the cheesecake, so I think that's perfect. I like the way it just folds in there nicely. All right, I'm waiting on the cheesecake to bake. I've got my icing made. So for dinner tonight, we're actually having chicken and rice casserole. I have cooked this several times before. It's super good. Some of my kids don't actually like cheesecake, like they don't like cheesecake. So I had bought some little Debbie cakes. Let me show them to you. I picked up these at the Walmart grocery pickup. They're little fall party cakes. And since some of my kids don't like cheesecake, they can just have one of these for dessert instead of the cheesecake. My husband loves cheesecake. That is his absolute favorite, besides apple pie. He likes apple pie too. So I know he'll eat the cheesecake. So some of my little kids can have one of these little Debbie cakes, and then the rest of us will have cheesecake. I hope it turns out good. This is my first time doing this. I have made one before that had like a graham cracker crust bottom to it. They were super good. It's just a little bit more time consuming, takes a little bit longer to cook those. All right, so the pumpkin cake is done. Not the pumpkin cheesecake, but the cake, and it turned out perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is put the icing on, go ahead and smear that on there, and then we're gonna put it, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it out or I might put it in the refrigerator.
Wow, that's really good.
But yeah, y'all, that cake is so good. It's not like the best, I guess. If you've ever made like the quick pumpkin bread that you buy in the box, to me it tastes kind of like that. Josh thinks it's better. But yeah, I don't know what in the world I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking I was fixing cheesecake this whole time. I think it's because originally I was gonna do pumpkin cheesecake bars, and then I changed my mind last minute and did something totally different. So I think that's what threw me off. But anyway, we have pumpkin cake for after supper now. So yeah, but that is it for this Fall Food Friday video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos. I'd love for you to follow along here with us on YouTube. Make sure you check out that playlist below. And once again, thank you, Fallon, for hosting this and allowing all of us to be able to join in. I will talk to you in the comments. Bye.